Alright, boom. What's going on? So, I'm here, and we're back. Because Steve Spurrier opened his mouth. He told Pat Dooley about QB Archman. This is from Steve Spurrier. A quote: Most people picking Texas to win the SEC. They've got Arch Manning already winning the Heisman too. I'm on both those trains. They got Texas winning the national championship and the SEC. Every game they play, SEC, not championship, and I got Arch Manning winning the Heisman too. So I'm one of those people. My question is, if he was this good, how come he let Quinn Ewers play all the time last year, and he was 7th round pick? Doesn't even put a like on that. Second of all, I think this is so true, and that's the one thing I put on Sark last year was not benching Quinn Ewers because there is no excuse for it. Now I have a very deep conspiracy that there was an NIL deal signed or some kind of contract made that Quinn Ewers couldn't be benched because I was a Texas fan who watched every single game. I watched Sark and I just watched him like even Arkansas game. He's upset. They miss a little bit better of a throw. The guy catches it and gets racked and gets a touchdown. Sark's like, oh my gosh. It's just like, and I get as Norfolk coaches, I guess, but it's just like Sark could. It's like Sark knew in his head like, dude, this dude's not a good quarterback, and he wasn't a Sark quarterback. Sark's quarterbacks are quarterbacks that are high IQ, and can move, and can have pocket mobility, can move in the pocket, um, can get the ball out on time, know where to put the ball, can make every throw as needed. And the number one thing about a Sark quarterback is they can throw the deep ball. That's the number one thing about Sark's offense. You got to be able to throw a deep ball, and that's why all the quarterbacks he's recruited since after Quinn: Malik Murphy, Arch Manning, Trey Owens, KJ Lacey, Diabell, all those guys. Even Trey Hoon went to Penn State. Like all those guys can throw the deep ball. Sark started recruiting. He was never a Sark quarterback. I think that they forced Sark to take the guy. I think they just said, "Hey, he's a Texas legend." Even though let's be real, he ain't crap, and he ain't never gonna be crap because all the it's like it's the same thing with the Cowboys fans. Dak Prescott. Oh well, he won a bunch of games. He didn't win them. The team won them. We won. Texas won in spite of Quinn Ewers, not because of him. And this year's gonna show that because when Arch Manning goes out there with a lot more unproven players, and he goes out there and does what he does in his offense, they're going to say, wow, how bad was Quinn Ewers really? When people see this offense with Arch Manning these next 2 years, they're going to say, wow, oh my gosh, how bad was Quinn Ewers in his offense? Don't forget, he overthrew Matthew Golden that was wide open for a pick to Billy Bowman to open up the Red River rivalry. Like, the guy stinks. He's not a good quarterback. There's a reason why he's still on pick. It's a factual statement. After the Georgia game, Quinn Ewers should have been benched. Flat out. It is what it is. But he should have been benched. So, and that's what it is. I really think Sark made a mistake not benching Arch Manning. That was a mistake. He cost himself a national. They would have won 3 natties in a row had they benched Quinn Ewers. He would have been 3. He would have won 3. I don't even think Nick Saban did that. 3 in a row. He would have 3-peated. Something Nick Saban didn't even do. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he stuck with Quinn, and that was a mistake. Sark made. And he should have benched him last year because Arch was way better already, and he fit what Sark wanted to do, flat out. So don't get me about experience. That whole argument is overrated. If you can play, you can play. The Jeremiah Smith round, we see it all the time with true freshmen that come in or guys that sit a year and don't play at all and come in and light the world on fire. Like that whole experience. When you can play, you can play. It don't matter about how much experience you got. If you can play, you can play. And that's for any sport. And you know what I'm saying? So that whole experience thing to me is just stupid. Like, why is it like we acting like, I just don't I don't get the whole argument. And you're not gonna get experience unless you play. Like you're gonna make mistakes. Y'all keep trying, well he's gonna make mistakes. Like I told somebody before, what was Arch doing? What was Quinn doing that Arch couldn't? What was he doing? He was throwing RPOs and screen passes and like it was baby stuff. I mean, like, and you can see Sark and Quinn were fighting because Sark wants to go down deep and push the ball down the field and really get after these DBs, get on their heels, and let's get up and let's turn this thing into a track meet. And Quinn just couldn't do that. That's why he couldn't throw a deep ball. That's why Sark's offense was the way it was. That's why Arizona State looked like, oh my gosh, they shut down Sark Mind you, the whole season, the A&M held us to 17 points. We really couldn't throw the ball. I don't think we threw the ball in the fourth quarter versus A&M. That's how bad Quinn Ewers was. Go watch the Kentucky game. Second half, he got hurt. He stunk. The dude should have been benched so many times ago, bro. The key talking about he was a Texas legend. He's no legend in my book. He ain't do nothing legendary. What did you do that legendary? You didn't do anything. We won in spite of you, not because of you. Flat out what it is. So I am agree with Steve Spurrier, who's by the way the Hall of Fame coach. So I just hope Sark learns from it and says, I don't ever need to make this mistake again. I should never have quarterback this bad be benched. And I don't think it'll happen again with Sark. Here's the next thing. So then this guy, Grant Coffey, posted this. One of these things has to be true about Arch Manning. He's as good as many assume, and Sark wasted a national title caliber roster by sitting a future top 5 pick by the QB who was barely drafted. Or there are football reasons he couldn't beat out Ewers, and that is a red flag. I'm going to go with the first one. I think he's as good as many assume, and Sark wasted a national title caliber roster by sitting a future top 5 pick by the QB who was barely drafted. And it's not even about as good as he is as you assume. It's that he does think he's better than Quinn Ewers. Even if he's not, I want to say, oh, well, he's not blah, blah. He's better than Quinn Ewers, and he fits Sark's offense better than Quinn Ewers does. He fits anybody's offense better than Quinn Ewers does. I don't care what offense you're running. If you're looking for a quarterback and you're choosing between Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning, you're going to take Arch Manning. So it's like simple as that. Like, it's just what he was just a better quarterback. He could throw the deep ball, he could move, he could run, and it's not just that he could run. And Arch is, I know people don't think that, but and that's why Sark recruits guys like Arch. Like Arch is going to throw it before he ever looks to run. Like he's only going to run unless he has to. But if he can scramble, you're going to see a lot more rollout. Not just, I'm not talking about design. I'm talking about like, hey, I'm here, don't see it. Here comes pressure. I'm rolling out to the right or the left, or I'm stepping up, see what I can get, tuck it and go. Like, oh, I'm looking. Okay, scramble out, looking. We're doing scramble drill. We didn't really have that at Texas. There wasn't much scramble drill opportunities. So I don't even know if they coached that. I wouldn't with Quinn because he wasn't scrambling. He was just taking sacks. So, but you're gonna see a lot more scramble drill, roll out so you can get okay, like as elite quarterbacks do these days. So I think like that area, the deep ball, which is phenomenal with, was just way better. I mean, people look at Isaiah Bond, right? I wish people would go back and look at Isaiah Bond's film. He got wasted because either Quinn would miss guys wide open, guys were gonna be open, he missed them, or he couldn't. What was Quinn's worst? What was Quinn worst at? Throwing a deep ball. What was Isaiah Bond's best ability? Throwing it, running, going deep. Like it just didn't make sense. Like it was just like as though Isaiah Bond got wasted. So it was very frustrating to be honest. And it stinks that we got to waste a year with Arch Manning. And I thought last year I got it. Our 2024 I got it. Quinn was looking good, and he was looking better. He looked like he was improving. But this year, it was after that Georgia game, he should have been benched. We lost that Georgia game because of him, bro. Like the second he came in, Archie got a big scramble, strepped up, drew a face mask on Mike Kelly. Like that's what he's gonna give you. Now he should have and the one deep throw he finally made. Now he missed it, but it was I like the fact that he was trying to hit that. Now he missed Golden, and that might have changed the whole college football history if he would have hit that. Cause I don't know if he would have ever come out the game because he probably would have scored a touch on that drive, if not put points up. So it was hard to get out if he does that. But that's what people don't get. It's like I thought like the fact that he was even trying to push the ball downfield, you weren't getting that from Quinn. Quinn wasn't trying to push the ball downfield versus Georgia. He was like, and I'm just gonna play. Yeah, Georgia embarrassed him because the coordinators had multiple deficiencies, and they knew that, and they exposed it. Anytime somebody breathed on a dude, go look at Kylan Banks' sack versus Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker sack versus Kevin Banks. Courtney left 10 freaking years to throw the ball, 5 seconds, and instead of stepping up in front of all the green grass, he just stays there and takes a freaking sack. Like, you do that no pocket, and that's another thing too. He had no pocket awareness, nothing about him was elite. He stinks. He wasn't crap at Texas. He ain't gonna be crap now. So these things are very factual. That top one is fact. That's what it was. Sark wasted national title caliber roster. We would have whooped up on Ohio State had we quit. Don't forget, he missed Golden wide open and he missed Helm wide open. The dude played so bad, I thought he was going to get benched versus Ohio State at the beginning of that game. He was horrendous. Took like 3 sacks in the game. It was horrendous. Made the offensive line look horrible. Then on the last play, one of the last plays of the game, you're going to take it and then Jackson knocks it out your hand. Like, are you kidding me? You didn't throw the ball? I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? Because he can't run. None of that. And he has no awareness of what's going on. So, oh my gosh, Jack Stewart knocked it out. I didn't know. Like, that's what I don't get either. Like, everybody talks about Sark, and I get Sark the on the 1 yard line, probably not the best play call. But nobody talks about the fact that Sark gave his quarterback He went down with his quarter. Like he put the ball in his quarterback's hands. That's what you do as a coach. He put the ball in his quarterback's hands, and nobody puts any. I just don't understand that how Quinn just evades all the blame. Like, bro, I don't know about second down. I can't remember about second down, but third and fourth, or second and goal. I remember third and fourth, third and goal, fourth and goal. Sark put the ball in Quinn Ewers' hands, and nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about it, the ball getting swatted out of his hands, fumbling it, being returned. Mind you, had he just taken a sack, we still had 3 timeouts. There's a chance we get and our defense was rolling this game. We were rolling that game defensively. There's a chance 3 timeouts you get a stop and you get the ball back. But nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about it. Y'all always put the blame on Sark. Nobody talks about the fact that if Quinn just throws the ball at the back of the end zone and turnover on downs, which is smart. You say, oh, that's stupid. Is it really? Even if he throws an interception and just lobs it up to somebody, and if you lob it up to Wingo or whoever in the back of the end zone, even if they pick it off, as long as you can guarantee, hey, as long as you say, okay, look, the chance of them getting up and as long as it's not a pick six, so you just don't throw it in and run it back, and here comes the brigade of Ohio State players, and they just running all the way back. If you just lob it up, hey, I'm throwing it to this dude in the back of the end, I'm gonna lob it up there. If they pick it as what it is, it's gonna be touchback. He's not gonna be able to get around with it. It's gonna be touchback, tackle him, or he's gonna go down with the ball, land on the ground, it's over, touch him, whatever, and then they get the ball back, or just throw it back of the end zone and say, look. We still had 3 timeouts to get a stop. Our defense was rolling that game. Whether it was rolling or not, that's still a smarter thing to do. But our defense was rolling that game. 3 timeouts, get a stop, get a draw. There's still a chance. So like, I get people want to blame Stark, but nobody talks about who wants to talk about that with Quinn. Who's ready to have that discussion? Nobody. You always don't want to blame Quinn. That game was on him, flat out. He was a horrendous quarterback. He got outplayed by Will Howard, who's not even all that. So yeah, I think both these guys. I'm glad he's starting to get heat. And if you know me, I've been on the Quinn Ewers, Arch Manning needs to be starting train for months, since back after the Georgia game. So, over here on my channel, I've been telling y'all this, and so this ain't nothing new for us, but I'm just telling y'all. Now, the Ohio State thing is new for me. I kind of just thought about that, and I guess, but I've been telling y'all this for a long time now, and I'm gonna continue. Like, I'm gonna continue to feel this way. He was no legend in my book. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he's the third greatest credit scorer of all time tells you how bad Texas has been at quarterback. Tells you how bad it's been. Because he stinks. Our 7th round pick is the third greatest credit scorer of all time. That's embarrassing.